Good morning. It is 7:04 on a Friday. Still getting myself together. Just coming in a minute early, let you know that the notifications out that I'm on live. Yeah, I like that better. And yes, I have a different hairstyle. So I want to give an early love note. I'm still getting myself together. I want to give an early love note to Miss Laney. So I'm been very transparent about the fact that I am struggling with alopecia, and she's put me on a great plan. And I've had, I've wore wigs before, and I've worn like caps and everything. And I had just gotten to the point I was like, and I'm not ready to completely go completely bald. I've been very transparent about that as well. But my hair is growing, and so I found a style that I liked, a wig that I like, because this is a wig, and a braided wig. And I went to her and I said, what can we do? And she has just been amazing. I love this look. I hope you like it too. But if you don't, I don't care, because I was just ready to have something different than the caps or whatever. And so I'm very pleased with her. So I want to give her a love note. Just makes me feel very, very special, very, very loved. So, and taking care of myself. So and I'll be rocking this probably all summer because I sweat profusely, and just having the ability to have my hair up off my neck or whatever really does benefit me as well. So today's topic, now that we've gotten that out the way, today's topic is on meditation. It was a request. Someone had talked to me or asked me about meditating, and there's some great benefits to meditating and what is and how we get started. So let's dive in on the importance of meditation. So meditation, what is it? Meditation is a practice that involves focusing and clearing the mind, typically through techniques that promote relaxation and concentration. And meditation has numerous benefits that include mental and physical health. And some of the benefits are reduced stress and anxiety, which can lead to digestive problems. So a lot of times people will have upset stomach and other digestive problems, and they'll think, oh, well, I have some type of illness. Really, it's just stress and anxiety that gives you these digestive problems. We know that meditation can improve sleep quality. So when you have a strong meditation process, it can help you fall asleep faster and actually have a deeper level of sleep. And I know, particularly for a lot of women going through menopause, that this is something that is, or just people, period, just getting a good night's sleep is something that, often is difficult, but we know that meditation can really help and benefit in that. Enhanced self-awareness. It makes you more aware of your thoughts, your emotions, and your behaviors. When we meditate, it gives us a chance to not only focus in on what's going on outside of us, but it also gives us a chance to think about, what are we telling ourselves? What is my mind, when my mind is racing, what am I repeatedly saying to myself? So we know that one of the benefits of meditation is self-awareness. Increased focus and attention. Research shows that when people who meditate have a longer or better attention span and more cognitive function. So oftentimes, I was reading this research study about kids who had ADD. And so they were demonstrating those who had just got medication and those who had got medication and were taught principles of meditation. The kids that had medication but really had an emphasis on meditation did better than the kids that were just medicated. So we know that some of them were able to decrease their medication. And in a couple of cases, they were able to wean off medication, period, because they were able to follow through and get that increased attention span and cognitive function. So that's a great benefit. It promotes emotional regulation. In other words, it helps individuals manage our emotions and cope with difficult situations. So when we have, a lot of people say, when you have a strong prayer life, when you have a strong process of doing meditation, you manage your emotions better. You cope with difficult situations. You're able to find that place of zen and relax. You're not always responding emotionally to things, that you're actually able to calm yourself and have more regulation about how you feel and what you choose or choose not to act on. And lastly, one of the biggest benefits of meditation is it improves your physical health. It regulates your heart rate. It reduces stress on the cardiovascular system. It helps manage chronic pain and reduce pain sensitivity. It strengthens the immune system and reduces inflammation. So if you are someone that's dealing with chronic pain, or like myself, you have lots of inflammation from playing basketball and your knees and your achy joints, one of the ways that can help that is, outside of medication, is meditation. It just gives you that opportunity. Hello and happy Friday. Just want to give a shout out to Renee. I had the wonderful opportunity yesterday and go check on her. Y'all keep my friend, one of my best friends in the world, keep her lifted in prayer. She is recovering from the flu. Hope she doesn't mind me saying that. I just did. But just keep her lifted in prayer because she is one of my rocks. And so I got to lay eyes on her yesterday. So we'll be having another porch time again soon. So thank you for joining me, Renee. So again, emotionally, we know what meditation can do, but physically, it makes transformation in your body as well. So what are the types of meditation? Good morning, Lisa. Thank you so much for joining me. You're the beautiful one, inside and out. And again, if you're not following Crazy Mom Creations, please do. She's amazing. So what types of meditation are there? There's 5 types of meditation. Number 1 is meaningful meditation. And this means paying attention to the present moment without judgment, focusing on your body and focusing on your breath and your bodily sensations. And the goal of that is to cultivate awareness of your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, and your surroundings. Again, the goal is to promote self-awareness, insight, so that it increases compassion and empathy toward yourself and others. And so when we practice mindful meditation, a lot of times that's not just sitting with your eyes closed, but in mindful meditation, in my research, in my opinion, is active. Because when you're practicing mindful meditation, you're aware of your surroundings, you're aware of your emotions, and then you're able to show compassion and empathy. So for example, if you're in a situation where someone's rude and they're disrespectful, mindful meditation says, I'm not going to feed into that energy. I'm going to give this person grace because I don't know what they're going through. They may have had a bad day. They may be going through, of course, Renee, I'm always going to check on you. They may be going through difficult times. They may have found out that morning that a loved one had passed. So mindful meditation means in that moment, I'm aware of my surroundings. I choose in that moment to be mindful, to be positive, to be not negatively engaged. And then also to have compassion and understanding. Again, maybe this person is having a bad day. Maybe there's a situation I choose to engage in empathy and compassion. So that's what mindful meditation is. Meditation is, it's more of an active, in the moment choice and an opportunity to walk in that. Number two, second way of meditation is a guided meditation. And this is a practice where a trained facilitator guides individuals through a meditation session, often using audio or visual narrations to help focus their attention and achieve a state of relaxation and mindfulness. So guided meditation is great for things like falling asleep or reducing stress. And the best part about guided meditation is it's beginner friendly. So if you're new to meditation and you really want to get into where I'm meditating, I'm spending that time, oftentimes it's best to start with a guided meditation. And again, you see these on things like Calm and some of these other apps where someone is talking you through. And again, one of the benefits of these are for activities. Like if I'm having a difficult time falling asleep, if I find myself, I'm dealing with a lot of rage, a lot of anger, these guided meditations, you just pop them in and you can listen to someone who's professionally trained move you through those steps to reduce your stress, reduce your anger, and help you fall asleep. And a lot of these apps are free. I know that when I first started having a difficult time going to sleep, I had a Fitbit, and the Fitbit app actually had had someone that would talk you into sleep. And I got to the point that was my thing. I was able to listen to her. It was like a 10-minute guided meditation to sleep. 6 minutes in, I was out. So this is another way if you're having difficult sleeping, or you have a particular, like you want to work on your anger, or you want to have someone that just a particular issue, or you just want to have that guided meditation, you're just beginning. Number 2, guided meditations are great. Number 3, I said it earlier. I hate when I say a word and I can't say it later. Transcendental meditation. I messed it up. Repeating a mantra repeating something over again to quiet the mind. The goal is to transcend the active thinking mind and experience a deeper level of consciousness characterized by peace and stillness. Now, a lot of times people will assume this, like when they would see Tina Turner and she was repeating the word over and over again, and they thought this was, I like that, Lisa. A lot of people, when they think of that, repeating a mantra to quiet your mind, they think of Tina Turner and how she did that. But actually, it's considered a non-religious practice that can be beneficial to individuals of all backgrounds. So when you're having, whatever that word is to bring you back to center. When you use that type of meditation, it isn't necessarily that you're practicing a particular religious thing. It really is, you find a word, and what this word is going to do is going to help you transcend you. So if it takes you out of that active thinking mind, like you're angry and you're mad, so you find your word, and your word is peace, 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 and you just continue to narrate, to say that over and over again. And then it takes you from that active mind to a deeper level of consciousness, which brings you back to stillness and peace. And again, that may be, you may hear someone that says word breathe, 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 or release, release, release. But whatever that word is, it takes you from, as I mentioned, takes you from the active mind to a peaceful mind and brings you back to center. Number 4, and again, the Vipassana meditation. And this is observing thoughts and emotions without reacting to them, cultivating level-headedness. And so it's believed to be the original meditation taught by Buddha. And the goal is to maintain a balanced, neutral stance toward all experiences, whether pleasant or unpleasant. And this is usually done in like a 10-day process first, but it doesn't have to be. So when you're doing Vipassana meditation, what you're doing is you're concentrating on your emotions without reacting to them, understanding that all processes, good or negative, yield the same result, because you want to have a balanced experience. You want to have a balanced mind toward all experiences. And so that very much does come from a Buddha tradition. But again, it's one of those things that if you are wanting to build a conscious mind where you are just meditating, no matter what comes your way, you'll be able to stay focused. Whether it's anger, mad, depression, frustration, you're staying in that neutral state, saying that all experiences, I treat all experiences the same. I treat them the same through cultivating a level head where I am conscious and available to think about all experiences in the same way. Now, not all of them are going to get the same response, but because every issue has a different response. But what it does is it allows you to cultivate level-headedness, to be in the midst of chaos, you're able to think clearly. Number 5, is spiritual meditation. And spiritual meditation involves intentionally connecting with something beyond oneself, whether that's a deity, a higher self, or the universe. The purpose is to connect to the great I am in any form. So when we have a spiritual meditation, whether you pray to God, Buddha, Jehovah, the Donab, it's connecting to that great I am. And a lot of times that can be used with the Bible or the book in which your particular belief system supports. It's using that. Oh, good morning, mommy. Oh, tell Chalisa I said hello and I love her. Wow. So the connection, the meaning of spiritual meditation is to connect to the great I am. It's understanding that part of our bodies is part of our lives is just not the mind and the body, but it's the spirit. And again, that it may come across as a religious, but it opens ourselves up to connect to the great I am. Again, whether that's God, Jesus, Buddha, the doorknob, is connecting to the great I am. So those are the 5 ways in which we can meditate. So how do we begin to meditate? Because I know a lot of times when I work with clients and members, they often say, well, I can't stop talking to myself. I meditate and I fall asleep. Or how many has ever done that? You're meditating and you fall asleep, or you're meditating and your mind is shifting such a way that you're just like, I can't even focus. Let me first of all normalize that and say that that's common. There's nothing wrong with you if you're meditating and your mind is racing, because the whole point of meditating is to calm the mind. So let's normalize that. So how do you meditate? First, you need to find a quiet and comfortable space. If you're going to sleep, obviously, we want you to be in bed or a place or where you're going to sleep that night. But you want to find a calm, quiet, comfortable space. You know, if you're going to sit up, make sure that you're seated very comfortably. You don't want to be slumped over, you want to be comfortable. You want to have your feet on the floor, or if you're not going to have them on the floor, in a way that's going to be comfortable for you. If you're going to sit on your feet or your legs, however, but just make sure that it's something that's very comfortable and quiet. So then either you can sit or lie down in a relaxed position, as I mentioned, whether that's if you're going to sit up or you're going to lay down, whatever's comfortable for you, but find a relaxed position. Close your eyes or focus on a fixed point. So a lot of times people close their eyes, but if not, find something that you can fix your eyes upon. Maybe you want to fix your mind on the clock on the wall, or a spot on the wall, or you want to focus on a picture, whatever, but you want to have a fixed point or where you relax your mind or close your eyes. And then choose a technique and use it consistently. And that is the key. Once you choose a technique, you want to focus on it consistently, such as you want to have breathing exercises, or you want to have a mantra, or you want to have a body scan. And the body scan is just where you close your eyes and you're focused on different parts of your body. Like you'll go from how your head is feeling. And that's usually done through a guided meditation, I may say, because I've done that a couple times too, where they're just scanning the body. And they'll go from your head to your ears and your neck. And so whatever technique that you choose, or visualizations when you close your eyes or you're focused on on something, that you're visualizing your next step. And the reason why it's important to be consistent is because part of meditation is not only are you getting the benefits of this relaxed mind, but you're also training the body. So you have to train the body. Just like you would train your body to lift heavier weights or to exercise or to develop that craft. I hope y'all follow Lisa because she's amazing with her crafting. Just like you have to take the dedication to do something consistently to get the result, it's no different with meditation. You just can't close your eyes and go, I'm going to meditate today. It's something that has to be built. It's a lifestyle. Okay, so when you develop that technique, do it consistently. And start small. Start with short periods, 5 to 10 minutes, and gradually increase as you become more comfortable. A lot of times, just like with exercise or anything else, we say, I'm going to go on a 30-minute walk. Well, if you haven't walked in 2 weeks, 30 minutes might not be achievable, and then you miss the mark, and then you don't do it again. It's no different with meditation. You don't have to start out with a 30-minute meditation. Start out with 5 minutes. Start out with 2 minutes. Sit still. Close your eyes. Sit up. Relax. Do some neck stretches if you're feeling tense. But sit still for 2 minutes. Watch what goes through your mind. And then gradually build up to it. Again, we want these lives of peacefulness and stillness, but it's built one step at a time. So again, I encourage you, start with the shortest period, 5 minutes, and gradually increase as you become more comfortable. And most important, how to meditate, don't judge your thoughts or emotions. Simply observe them and let them go. Because if you're like me, and as I was beginning my life of meditation, all kinds of stuff would come through my mind. I'd be like, where'd that come from? What? I would think about things that happened to me when I was in the 3rd grade. Just all kinds of thoughts would come through my mind. And I learned I had to really work on learning to let it go and not meditating on what came through my mind. Now, if it was something oftentimes for me, it was something I needed to work on, but not in that moment. In that moment, I needed to let that cross my mind and let it go. Okay? So don't judge your thoughts or your emotions. When you're beginning how to meditate, just let them go. So here are a couple of tips as well. Be patient and consistent with your practice. Whatever form of meditation you choose, again, just be consistent. My cousin Kamika hates that I use this word, but I really practice mindfulness meditation. I want to sit in the moment, and I want to make sure that my responses are accurate, that they are not just a reflection of what I'm feeling in the moment, but this is truly who I am. So I need to be mindful about the things I say. I need to be very conscious about what comes out of my mouth. Do I want the consequences of this action? Do I want the responsibility of this? Am I willing to make those sacrifices? For me, mindful meditation is something that I do quite frequently. I've done guided meditations, but the consistency for me is the key. And so, because that's what's going to really build that behavioral change, that thought process. It's going to, when you're patient with yourself and you're consistent with it, you're going to build that practice. Okay, so just don't try it 2 or 3 times and say, well, it's not working for me. No, be patient and build that practice. Tip number 2, as I said earlier, don't worry if your mind wanders. Gently bring it back into focus. And if, you just say things like, that's not what I want to focus on right now. As you're falling asleep, you start dreaming about ice cream sandwiches or something like that. And you'll just like, I'm not focused on eating. I'm focused on sleeping, whatever that may be. So again, it's normal that your mind is going to wander. We're going to normalize that. But whatever it brings it back, bring your mind back. Whatever it is, bring it back. Make meditation part of your routine. Ideally, you want to do it daily. Again, as we talked about, be patient and consistent. You want to incorporate it, just like you want to incorporate, and it doesn't take long. Like you want to incorporate positive behaviors. Like, for example, you want to get up every day and brush your teeth because you want to keep your teeth. Then you want to have good breath. Practicing and getting up and making a commitment to make meditation part of your regular routine means that I choose to put myself first. And meditation can often be that opportunity to focus on yourself. We give everything to everybody else all week long, all day long. That 5-10 minutes of meditation allows you to make you the priority, to put you and yourself at peace, and give yourself the compassion and understanding that you're giving everybody else. So again, make meditation a part of your daily routine, if not daily, a regular part of your routine. You will begin to notice, and I will say this, we know it takes several days to make a habit, but when we begin to consciously put ourselves first, when we begin to consciously spend that time in meditation, we will become a better version of ourselves to give to others. And lastly, if you find it difficult to meditate on your own, consider joining a class or seeking the guidance from a qualified instructor. I am not certified to do meditation, but I can definitely connect you to those that are. There are tons of resources. Again, there's apps, there's people out there that do that kind of meditation, workshops, groups. And so invest in yourself. If you're having a difficult time doing meditation on your own, join a group. Find everybody thinks of yoga as that way, but yoga is also an active form of meditation, but you're also stretching. But find that app, that person to help you do it. It's worth it. Jump in the chat. Let me know about what you think about having meditation in your life, the importance of meditation. And again, the best part of meditation is that is one of the core investments in you. Yes, you get that when you go work out. Yes, you do that when you get healthy. But again, it's part of the mind, body, spirit connection. In order for us to be the best version of ourselves, we must replenish and give to our own spirit. We must put ourselves first. And today's love note, I have two. The first one goes to Reginae Gully. She's a fellow content creator who was just recognized as a rising creator this week. She has great content. I'm gonna put her name in the chat, so let's please like and follow her page. Again, it costs us nothing to like and follow each other. And well as another great fellow content creator, Texas Breeze Creation. She's amazing. Love her. And again, if you're a small business or a entrepreneur, please leave your name, your business card, your FB, your Facebook page, whatever in the comments so that we can follow you as well. Again, it costs nothing for us to like and share each other's content. And I know for me, it means a lot. So today's reading comes from the Pivot Year. And again, this is 365 of daily meditations. Love this book. This can be something else that you can use and bring into your meditation. And I actually have a couple, but I think I'm just going to use today's. And today is day 87. Instead of trying to figure out whether or not something is definitely right for you, just notice what creates resonance or dissonance. Ask yourself if this makes your body gently contract or expand. Ask yourself if it gives at least as much energy as it takes. Ask yourself if it intrigues you, fascinates you, compels you. Ask what there is to be found. Ask where walking this path might lead. Pay attention to your body's most subtle responses, the way you lightly open or close yourself off to the experience, and tally up the smallest coincidence. Let yourself be guided in the quietest of ways. The Pivot Year, Brianna West. And I want to thank you so much for hanging with me today. I hope that this practice of meditation will help you become the best version of yourself. Again, if you are a small business, an entrepreneur, a fellow content creator, please leave your information in the link so that we can support and follow you. And I, again, just want to thank each and one of you for your continued support. Thank you for your likes, your stars, everything that you do for me. It matters. Trust. I hope everybody has a great Friday. We have a wonderful workshop coming up tomorrow, Black Women in Menopause. If you're interested in attending, please DM me your email so that I can send you the link. It's wonderful information. I'm looking forward to sharing with everybody. I hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Okay. I'm not going off as smooth as I thought. Okay. Thank you.